Are you excited to see your cleats?
Oh, I am excited. Yeah.
Okay, well, they're right here in front of you for this year's My Cause My Cleats initiative. Let's take a look.
Cool. Oh, man. That's really cool. I love the way they turned out.
Yeah, they're awesome. What do you see when you're looking at them? What are some of the details that really stand out to you?
The orange, because that's the color that represents limb difference and bringing awareness to that. And then the Lucky Finn Project logo, it was really important to me that that was on there, you know, because that has brought my family a lot of hope and shared experience that's helped us out a lot. So.
You have a very personal and special connection to this cause. You welcomed a second beautiful baby boy, Bo, in March. Tell me about what that experience was like for you and a little bit more about Bo.
Yeah, so he's been such a blessing, you know. At first it was a little bit of a shock because at our 20-week ultrasound, we found out that he was going to be born a little bit different, you know. He has what's called hand-heart syndrome. It's a rare condition that affects his limbs. So he was born with half of his legs and half of his arms. So at first it was a huge shock. We quickly shifted like what was a pretty dark moment, and it's such a blessing. That's what he's been so far. He's been nothing but a blessing. You know, he's the happiest baby boy ever, regardless of what he's got going on. You know, he's the biggest fighter and strongest kid that I know. And we spent the first 4 or 5 weeks in the NICU because he also had some jaw anomalies that affected his breathing. But yeah, it's just been such a huge eye-opening experience too. And it definitely shifted my perspective on what was possible. When you have a child like that, like, you're always wondering, you know, what his life's gonna be like, you know. With any baby, you kind of play the tape forward and are excited. Organizations like the Lucky Finn Project, that's given us a lot of hope to be able to see what his life can be like, and given us a lot of hope for the future.
How did Bo inspire you to support the Lucky Finn Project this season, and how special is it for you to highlight that organization with your cleats?
Yeah, so it's very special because while we were in the hospital, we actually found out about the Lucky Finn Project, and it provides a lot of educational resources for families affected by limb difference, and it also kind of helps build a community of other families that have been affected by limb difference. So really just the message that they carry and the hope that it gave us and gives, you know, future families is huge. So.
What have you learned from Bo as he lives with limb differences, and how has it shifted your perspective on life?
We've learned a lot of patience. We've learned how to celebrate the small victories, and we've learned that really anything is possible. No matter what you're going through, whatever your situation may be, there's always hope for a happy, fulfilling life.
When someone with limb difference gets to see your cleats, because you're going to be playing on prime time, what do you hope they take away from the message you're trying to send?
I hope they take away that no matter what your difference is, you can inspire people, you can live happy, healthy lives, and just because you're different doesn't mean you can't take part in life.
Yeah, definitely. Now, how do you hope your journey with Bo can inspire others that are going to be watching you and Bo's journey throughout, you know, your entire lives?
I hope our journey can, you know, show people affected by limb difference that you can still enjoy everything that, you know, this world has to offer, and that, you know, no matter what, like, I'm always gonna love my son. You know, it doesn't matter how different he is. Like, he didn't choose to be born the way he was, and I'm gonna give him every opportunity to have a happy life. You know, so.
Yeah, well, Austen, first off, I just want to say thank you so much for opening up and sharing your story with Bo. It is truly so inspiring, and I can't wait to see you wearing those cleats come Monday Night Football.